Welcome to Mock Interview Pro, where we help you prepare for your next big opportunity. Today, we're focusing on the role of a tax technician. In this video, we'll walk you through some common interview questions and how to answer them effectively. So, let's dive right in with our first question. Can you share a time when you had to collaborate closely with a team on a tax project? What was your contribution? This question aims to understand how you work as part of a team and what role you play in achieving team success. Here are some tips to help you frame your answer. Choose a specific project that involved teamwork. Make sure to clearly outline your role and responsibilities. Talk about the collaboration techniques you used, like regular meetings or shared tools. Highlight the project's outcome and your contribution to its success. Keep it concise and emphasize the impact you made. Let's look at a sample answer to illustrate this.
In my previous role, we tackled a corporate tax return for a major client. I was tasked with collecting all necessary documents and coordinating with both the client and the auditing team. We held weekly meetings to keep everyone aligned. My organized approach to document collection helped us meet the deadline, and we completed the project successfully.
By the way, we're only covering a handful of questions in this video, but I've prepared a free PDF with all 30 top interview questions for tax technician. It also includes example answers and tips to help you prepare with confidence. The download link is just below. Tell us about a complex tax problem you faced in the past. How did you solve it? This question is designed to assess your problem-solving skills, especially in challenging situations. Consider these pointers when crafting your response. Identify a specific tax problem you faced. Explain the research and analysis you conducted to understand the issue. Describe the steps you took to resolve the problem, focusing on your thought process. Discuss the outcome and any lessons learned from the experience. Keep it focused on your role and the impact of your actions. Here's an example of how you might answer this question.
I once dealt with a client's tax return involving multiple states and differing tax laws. I delved into research on each state's regulations, consulted colleagues for insights, and double-checked our calculations. Ultimately, I revised the return to ensure compliance, and the client obtained a refund. This experience underscored the importance of attention to detail in multi-state tax situations.
Can you describe a situation where you had a disagreement with a colleague or client over a tax issue? How did you manage it? This question evaluates your conflict resolution skills and how you handle disagreements professionally. Here are some strategies to consider in your response. Briefly describe the disagreement and its context. Clearly explain your viewpoint, focusing on facts and regulations. Listen to the other person's perspective without interrupting. Propose a resolution, like consulting documentation or a third party. Reflect on the outcome and what you learned. Let's take a look at a sample response.
In a previous role, I disagreed with a colleague about the applicability of a tax deduction. I presented my understanding based on the current tax regulations. After listening to their viewpoint, we reviewed IRS guidelines together and found a compromise, which clarified our understanding and strengthened our working relationship.
How would you handle a situation where a client comes to you with incomplete financial records but needs their taxes filed quickly? This question assesses your ability to handle client consultations and manage challenging situations. Consider these steps when preparing your answer. Determine what specific information is missing. Communicate with the client to gather any available documents or data. Use best estimates or industry standards where data is unavailable. File an extension if necessary to ensure compliance. Document all assumptions made during the filing process. Here's an example to guide your response.
I would first identify what records are missing and ask the client for any additional information they might have. If some information is still unavailable, I'd use industry standards to make estimations. Should the situation require more time, I'd suggest filing for an extension to ensure accuracy.
If you discovered an error in a filed tax return, how would you address the issue with the client? This question gauges your professionalism and ability to handle error correction processes. Here are some key points to focus on. Acknowledge the error directly and promptly. Maintain a calm and professional tone. Explain the implications of the error to the client. Outline the steps to correct the error. Emphasize your support throughout the process. Let's review an example. Answer.
I would first inform the client about the error clearly and reassure them that we can resolve it. Then, I'd explain what the error means for their tax situation and outline how we will file an amendment to correct it, ensuring them of my support throughout the process.
Before we wrap up, remember you can get all 30 questions, example answers, and step-by-step tips in a handy PDF. Totally free. Just grab it below.